You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
I know that you've told me before that your version of Snow White is different, and it's more of a 2022 version of Snow White. What did you mean by that?
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird. It's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby. The reality is that the cartoon was made 85 years ago, and therefore it's extremely dated when it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power and what a woman is fit for in the world. And so when we came to reimagining the actual role of Snow White, it became about the fairest of them all, meaning who is the most just and who can become a fantastic leader. And the reality is, you know, Snow White has to learn a lot of lessons about coming into her own power before she can come into power over a kingdom.
Oh, story of 7 dwarves living in a cave. What the f*** are you doing, man?
Oh no! Anyway.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
We are closing in on the release of Snow White, and it seems that even though Disney canceled the UK premiere and scaled back the Hollywood premiere, they still can't escape criticism. Although they have decided that Rachel Zegler can only sing songs and not talk to the press, which is a smart move considering she can't be trusted.
Weird.
Disney is still having issues with the dwarves being CGI. Actress Allie Chapman, who has dwarfism, called out Disney. And all I have to ask is, where were you 2 years ago when Dylan Postel started calling this out, saying that the movie is supposed to use real dwarves, and she wants Hollywood to not use CGI, but cast people that deserve to be in those roles, especially when it's for little people. Well, Allie, you can thank Peter Dinklage for that.
You're progressive in one way, but you're still making that f***ing backward story of 7 dwarves living in a cave. What the f*** are you doing, man?
Not all dwarf actors are mad at Disney. Martin Kleba, who had a role in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, was disappointed that the Hollywood premiere was scaled back. Quote, "I was a little disappointed. I'm not disappointed in Disney. I'm disappointed in the world." He is also the only actor with dwarfism to voice one of the dwarves in the movie. He voices Grumpy. He also said it was the right call to use CGI for the dwarves since the animals are CGI.
A horrible decision, really.
Quote, "It just makes sense to be able to draw them the way you want. This way they're all the same size, and to find 7 little people actors to pull it off, that's not an easy thing either."
It's Hollywood, baby.
Now, in an article where he gave an interview to the New York Post, he mentions that he has struggles getting cast in projects. So you would think that he would be a little annoyed about the fact that Disney took away opportunities for people like him. But hey, he got the role of Grumpy in this dumpster fire, so good for him. And this brings me to the last thing I want to cover in this video, is that despite Disney only allowing Rachel to sing, she still managed to say something that made me chuckle a little bit. When an Instagram comment said that she wasn't a soprano, she responded with, "I am a soprano. West Side Story is now streaming on Disney+." I mean, she could have at least plugged the movie that was coming out in less than a week, but maybe she's done and ready to move on. This movie is just going to be a total as I said, dumpster fire for Disney. Honestly, I have another video idea to talk about why I think this is, in particular for this Disney movie, that it's just gotten so bad for them. Well, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. Make sure to like the video, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Don't expect a miracle.